Once upon a time, in the quiet little town of Bumbleshire, there lived a man named Gerald who had an extraordinary talent. He could talk to vegetables. Every morning, Gerald would stroll through his garden, chatting with his carrots, tomatoes, and cucumbers as if they were old friends. One sunny afternoon, Gerald was having a particularly deep conversation with a bell pepper named Percy. Percy was lamenting about the lack of excitement in the garden. "All we do is grow, get picked, and end up in salads," Percy complained. Gerald, being the kind-hearted soul he was, decided to spice things up. He announced a grand vegetable talent show. Word spread quickly through the garden, and soon all the vegetables were buzzing with excitement. Carrots practiced their synchronized swimming routines, tomatoes rehearsed their stand-up comedy acts, and the cucumbers formed a rock band called the Cool Cucumbers. The day of the talent show arrived, and the garden was transformed into a vibrant stage. Gerald was the host, dressed in his best overalls and a straw hat. The audience, made up of curious squirrels, birds, and even a few raccoons, gathered around to watch the spectacle. First up was a radish named Rosie, who performed an impressive tap dance number. The crowd went wild, especially the rabbits, who had a soft spot for root vegetables. Next, the tomatoes took the stage with their hilarious jokes, leaving everyone in stitches. But the highlight of the show was the Cool Cucumbers. Their raw performance was so electrifying that even the worms came out to wiggle along. Just as the show was about to end, there was a commotion near the zucchini patch. Out stumbled a pumpkin named Phil, who had clearly been enjoying too much of the fermented compost. Phil insisted on performing a magic trick. With a dramatic flourish, he attempted to pull a rabbit out of his stem, but ended up toppling over and rolling into the audience. Everyone burst into laughter, and Gerald declared Phil the winner for his unintended comedic brilliance. The talent show was a roaring success, and the vegetables agreed that it was the most fun they ever had. From that day on, Bumbleshire's garden was famous for its annual vegetable talent show, attracting critters from far and wide. And Gerald, well, he continued his chats with the vegetables, who always had something new and exciting to share. And they all lived happily and humorously ever after.